Hello, friends. Am I at the right place? Did I get it right?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Paul.
Hey,
Ah.
Chris.
Hi, Shelby. I saw you in some of the other sessions today, or saw your name. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You got married since I saw you last.
Really?
Yeah, you were just about to get married, I think.
Wow, it's been so long.
How long?
I mean, 2 years at the end of this month. So,
Okay, yeah. Oh, so yeah, but yeah, I guess you had just gotten married. You had just gotten married when you graduated.
um, the year before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got married in my third year, but I moved up to Ohio in December of 2019. So,
Right. I
yeah.
remember that because we were in the theology 2 class when you got married, I remember.
Yes, yeah. And Paul, you and I worked together for some chapel stuff
Yes.
in my last semester on campus.
Yes.
So, and now, Paul, you're at Yale, right?
Yes, that's correct.
How's it going?
It's going okay. It's a lot more busy and it's colder, so it's calling for more energy. But I'm doing it. I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. I see you posting cute pictures of your wife on Instagram.
Right.
Chris, what have you been up to?
I was just going to ask Paul, how does Patricia like the cold? Are y'all like
No,
stunned?
I think she's a lot. She has adjusted a lot better than I am.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
I also I thought of you last week because I think it was Friday. I was traveling and I was listening to NPR and it was like 600,000 doses got to Accra today. And I was like, oh, maybe
Oh, yeah.
think of you, the vaccine
The
arrived.
vaccine, yes. Yes. That's right. Yeah, that's true. That happened.
But thanks for asking, Shelby. I'm still up here in Gainesville. I'm applying for hospital chaplaincies, for the 1 year residency. So I'm hoping to do that next year, but I'm just not sure. I mean, it's kind of competitive. We graduated into the worst job market ever. Paul just went back to school. I'll just go to Yale.
Really? Is this very competitive to even get a CPE?
It is. Yeah, it is. It's there aren't, the hospitals just have a limited. Gainesville, for example, only has 4 positions every year.
I get it.
So I didn't get a position last year. My friend Dallas did. You all know Dallas.
Yes.
So I'm hoping maybe this year. They encouraged me to reapply, but I'm not really connecting with the guy who runs the CPE there. So I don't know. I'm applying to some other hospitals. Last year I was over the commute. But now that I've been home for a year, I feel like I could do it again. Like I could drive to the VA hospital or I could drive into Atlanta again. I'd be happy to. Whereas last year, after 3 years of commuting, I was just over it,
Makes sense.
Yeah. How about you, Shelby? Where are you? You're in Ohio?
Yes, yeah. So Patrick got a job here September of our last year. And so he moved up to Akron and I did my fall semester at Columbia and then moved up to do my spring semester online, which I was the only online student in some of my classes for a month and a half, and then COVID happened and everyone was online.
Oh, right. Now I remember
Yeah. And so I now have a job. I'm an associate pastor and youth ministries director at a local church.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're experiencing the cold, the lake effect snow.
Yeah, we're not close enough to Cleveland to have the total lake effect, but yeah, it's been snowing. It finally melted over the weekend and then it's flurrying again tonight. So
Oh, it is?
Yeah, but I love the snow, so I'm cool with it and I'm not the one that shovels the driveway. So I'm okay.
Right.
But
Yeah, I talked to Peter and Dana and Gail, who are some of my best friends. And, Gail's still lawyering. Peter's still working in the funeral home business. Dana has a job at a church. Not just about the reunion, but about colloquium. They're like, I don't think we have time. I was like, at least come to the reunion. And they didn't sound like they were coming. So,
Yeah, Dana and I are in a cohort together.
nice.
So I see her every month, which is really nice.
So she still is working on another degree.
She is, yeah. She's in THM. I am not. We are in a non-seminary cohort.
I see. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like it's all people from seminary, but it's through Ministry Collaborative, formerly Macedonian Ministries.
I see.
So I'm in there with like Dana, Vincent, Sarah Godby, Amanda Edwards.
Oh, that's a whole team.
Yeah. Marvin.
Oh, I
Emily,
love
Emily
Marvin.
Mooneyhan.
I still talk to Marvin and who else did you mention? Oh, I just saw Vincent today. It was so good to see him.
You did?
He was on one of the. What did he do? I saw him doing something this morning. He might have been part of the worship service, I think he was. Yeah.
So I logged into the worship service like 3 minutes late, and Tom Long was already preaching. And I saw Brandon Perkins do the benediction, but I didn't see Vincent. Vincent is like, every month we have accountability buddies that we're supposed to like call and touch base with in between meetings. And Vincent is my buddy for this month. So I need to give him a call.
Awesome. I mean, I haven't watched the whole time, so I didn't join any of the sessions at all. This is my first session.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks are busy. I mean, having it on a Monday and Tuesday. Today is my day off, so I got to go to some of the stuff today, but tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to be able to go to.
Yeah.
But Paul, what degree are you working on again?
So I'm working on what Yale calls an MAR, which is a Master of Arts in Religion, and it's a concentrated degree. So pretty much everybody in there is hoping to get into a PhD program either at Yale or somewhere close. And so we are all working on languages and working on extensive papers and applications and things like that. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Is that a 1-year program?
It's a 2-year program. So this is my second semester of the first year. Yes.
Okay.
And you had said, even though you're online, that you get to see people because you work at the bookstore?
Yeah, so I work at the Yale Divinity bookstore.
That must be,
and I get to, process orders, and students will come in and pick all of them up. So that's where I get to meet people. So I feel like among the first year group, I'm probably the only person who is fairly known, and I'm the one person who knows people because I work in the bookstore. Yeah. It's
a nice way to stay connected.
Very nice way. It was really depressing in the first semester because, at that time we still didn't know what we're doing. There was no vaccine, so they had very strict, social distancing rules, like the number of people that can meet at the same time and all of that. And we had just moved from Georgia to New Haven. So we didn't have friends, we didn't have family, we didn't know anybody. And then we had to, conform to all these social distancing protocols. So it was really difficult the first year. But after a few months, I feel like we are kind of adjusting.
Yeah, I get that. We, Patrick knew people at work pre-pandemic and everything. Yeah. So we had gone out to dinner with one couple one time. Like we had made this one set of couple friends. And then last summer they moved. So the one friends that we really made. But yeah, it was so weird because I did CPE through mid-March last year. But then because of the pandemic, Columbia was like, no, we don't want students in hospitals. And I've got some health stuff, so I wasn't super comfortable anyway. And so I just did a half unit, but that was my only connection outside my house because I didn't have time for anything besides school and CPE. And then the pandemic hit and I didn't have any social circles, like nothing.
Yeah.
And so like all last summer, I was unemployed, like didn't have school and
Right.
didn't know anyone. I was
Oh
like,
my
what am I supposed to do with my life?
Yes.
So like
Get a dog.
we have 4 cats. So
okay. So
but we are actually getting a dog in May.
oh,
So
cool. Yeah.
it's
I'm not so bad. I'm just waiting for the
yeah.
dog. Yeah. But yeah, Paul, I got to tell you, when I was in college, there was a man who everybody loved because he helped everybody with their books. This is back before the internet. Yeah, I mean, it was like you wrote out with a pencil, and he was so great. And we, nobody knew his last name. We called him Bookstore George, but it really just got shortened to bookstore. Like people, you would see him in the street and go, "Hey, bookstore." Like, I could call him George. It was like, "Hey, bookstore." So maybe you'll be Bookstore Paul at Yale.
Well, it's a small bookstore, even though they have a lot of books, and they don't allow people to get in. So I just process things and get it out so that I can meet with people. So hopefully, let's see. I don't think I will be able to keep the job in my final year though, because it's going to be crazy busy in the final year. But let's see how it goes.
And what is Patricia doing right now?
Patricia's at home right now. She's just chilling, being at home.
Nice.
I mean, she is with you. Yeah.
Yeah, she is with me.
Just hanging in the apartment. Yeah.
It's okay for her to take this break, at least while the pandemic is still here, and maybe after the pandemic we'll have a better plan. So.
Well, you can always come and stay in Georgia if you get tired of that.
Yes.
I have been doing. I'm gonna sign off. It's so good to see both of you because I actually have a wedding shower at 7, and I've done 5. I did like 5 hours of colloquium. My eyeballs hurt, so I'm gonna go cook some dinner and then go to this wedding shower for this girl I've known forever, young lady.
Nice.
But it was so good to see you.
Good to see you too, Chris.
To catch up, and there were a lot more people in our class, weren't there?
A lot, yeah. Yes, folks were just busy. I saw people that like RSVP'd for the colloquium. Like I at least saw like Lucas's name, but I know that he's working right now, and he actually just got ordained. So.
Oh yeah, he just did.
Mm-hmm. Where did he get ordained?
He's working at Downtown Church in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw John. What's his name?
John Daniel.
Yeah, John Daniel. I was in one session today where he clicked on, and I know he probably saw nobody knew it. He immediately clicked off. But then he's a double PK. Both of his parents are ministers. So during the Walter Brueggemann interview, I saw all 3 of them were on separately. His dad and his mom and him were on the Brueggemann session. But I didn't see a lot of people that I've known even from the past few years, except for Alexandra Mani today, and not very many people in our 2 or 3 classes of people that I know, really.
Right.
But it was so good to see both of you, and
good to see you too.
Good luck up there. I come up to Pennsylvania all the time, and actually my brother lives in Newcastle, about an hour and 15 minutes or so north of Pittsburgh.
Oh.
I was Googling stuff like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I was like, Benjamin, I had no idea you're an hour and 15 minutes from Cleveland. He's lived there for years, but I always picture Ohio as, first of all the states, all the cities, Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Canton, they all begin with C, so I can never keep straight. So, I didn't really realize even that Cleveland was on the lake. I didn't know,
Yeah.
But, so the next time I come up there, I definitely want to go see Cleveland. And he said there are other things to see in Cleveland, obviously, besides the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But what town?
Oh, yeah. I'm in Akron. It's actually in between Cleveland and Canton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Laura Nile is in Columbus.
I heard
she's actually outside of Dayton, but which is near Columbus.
Right. Over on the west side. I did figure that out because I drive out 70. But yeah, I had heard Dr. Hartman ask you about her today. Ask you about Laura Nile. But yeah, she was great. She had a lot of interest in plants and stuff. But anyway, it's so good to see both of you. I love
you too, Chris.
God bless you in your ministry.
You too.
Bye-bye.
You.
Bye.
Nice.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us.
yeah, I know. I'm like, is anybody else gonna hop on? Patrick's like making dinner right now, and I feel like I should go help him. But
Yeah, it's I understand that. I feel that too sometimes.
yeah. So I guess like I'm probably gonna go help him. I wasn't planning on staying for very long. But it's so nice to see your face, Paul. You're one of the people that I like really miss. So you just always had the best like insights and were always so kind to me. So it's really good to see you. And I'm grateful to be keeping track of what you're doing on social media.
On social
stuff.
media, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shelby. All the best also in everything that you're doing.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye, Paul.